Chappie! What is up, everybody? Welcome to Pop Culture Philosophers. Welcome to PCP Movie Night. Tonight, we're talking about the 1986 classic, Iron Eagle. I'm Rockin' Robbie Billups. With me is a whole great group of guys that, like, seriously, if we were all in our teenage years still, I really feel like we could pull off a mission like this. My co-pilot, my number two, or is it number one? It's Hammer Time Holshoe. What's up,
I'm the Deuce, apparently.
The Deuce.
I was just thinking, if they were flying F-16 Falcons, why wasn't it called Iron Falcon? But I guess that doesn't have the same ring to it, right?
No. Plus, this is American, baby. Speaking of American, it's good old Jab. What's up, my man?
What's up? Good times, man. Chappie all the way.
Chappie!
Chappie!
Speaking of Chappie, now, one of the reasons why we did Iron Eagle is because it was on Amazon Prime. Then it left for a couple weeks, but then it came back, thankfully, just in time for this stream. Because there's a member of the PCP crew, Excitable we are, that loves and has his life changed by some great movies from the 80s. Lost Boys, Bill and Ted's Excellent Adventure, Karate Kid. And we knew that this would be the next one. And it is my pleasure to welcome Jay Strick or Jay Slip, depending on the day.
It slips.
Station.
Station.
Over hard. Speaking of over hard, it's Brooks, the Mario Master Micro Mutant Monster Machine Master Main.
You should get a job, Robbie, as the Micro Machines announcer. I think you could do it.
Yeah, like the new. We should bring them back and have
First
a new.
off, they're back.
Yeah, are they back?
Yes, they're back.
I don't know. Anyway, speaking of Micro Machines, we're talking about Iron Eagle. Because Iron Eagle is about kids doing what the U.S. government refuses to do, right? This movie doesn't have a lot of, like, it's got some substance. It really does. And we're going to get into all of this. But Iron Eagle is on Amazon Prime. I hope you watched along with us. A fantastic movie. A movie I loved so much as a kid. So freaking much. I adored this. It's got a great soundtrack. It's got Louis Gossett Jr. Come on. I was a big Diggstown fan too. Like, I love this cat, right? It's like I've never liked Top Gun, but I freaking love Iron Eagle. Okay, so I haven't revisited this movie since, like, way back in the day. It's been over 2 decades. Okay, and it did not disappoint. It's got some very cheesy 80s flair to it, especially in the first act, that will make you go, but when it really starts rolling, man, it just keeps it going. It's because of that amazing soundtrack. The kid, what is his name? It's Doug, but it's Jason Gedrick, right? He's all right. I don't think he delivers the best performance. You know, you can criticize this movie, but I loved it as a kid, and I still love it as an adult. I had a very enjoyable time rewatching this cheese fest of a movie that is so preposterous in its plot, right? It's just so ridiculous from the moment it starts. You just can't help but have fun with it. Speaking of ridiculous the moment it starts, but you just can't help having fun with it. Hammer Time Holshoe, what'd you think about this movie?
I enjoyed it on the rewatch. I mean, it's been a while since I've seen it. It's something, as when I was younger, I probably watched, multiple times. I misremember how long it takes them to get to the part where they actually do the saving in the aircraft. I mean, that's
a mission
so close to the end. You know what I'm saying? Like, there's so much build up. There's like the bully, and then there's all that, and then there's but the actual mission itself, it just takes so long to get. I'm like, when the fuck are we going to get? So that part I misremember. I enjoyed it for the most part. I also, and we'll talk about this later in the music section, I also remember it being like the best soundtrack. But I think I just remember other films, and some of those other films I think had. Dude, there's so many songs I expected in this movie that weren't in this movie that I'm like, I'm remembering other. Here's Highway to the Danger Zone. I'm misremembering other films. It's still got a good soundtrack. Don't get me wrong. It just wasn't. I just remember songs that were never in that movie. You know what I'm saying? You know how you weirdly remember things. But I did enjoy it on the rewatch. I think the cast. I did enjoy the cast. I think you're right, Jason Gedrick. I think is how you say his name. I think you had that right. I think he's obviously kind of a very young. Not the best actor, but he was a young guy, and I enjoyed it on the rewatch, though.
So what, man? These guys are like 3 years older than me. You don't think I have what it takes?
You're the best around. Oh, that's not it.
Oh, that's a different soundtrack. But we do get The Road of the Gypsy. Speaking of which, Delaney, what do you think about this film?
Man, let's put it like this. It shows, which is sad to me, the incompetence of the United States Air Force at this Air Force base.
Yes.
It shows every level of incompetence I've ever seen. But I love this film. It's like it brings back so many good memories because the last time I saw it was like on VHS, like in high school. I was probably
just VHS dates it. You know what I'm saying?
A junior in high school, man. Basic
VHS. Explain to the viewers what a VHS is.
It is a fancy tape that you put into some kind of a player, and sometimes you can record over it by putting tape over the front part and record over it.
What was that fucking tracking
or take
thing?
It out.
Remember tracking?
Yeah, the little
bullshit that was.
Yeah. But this film is like it's super cool. I like it a lot. It brings back really good memories. I remember that none of the rockets like come off of the F-16s.
Yes.
You never see
every explosion. There's just an explosion. You never see.
Yeah. You never see the actual thing come out, and you never see like anything in the air. You don't see like the dogfight because they all have guns, but strange as crap that you see gunfire and then explosion. I'm like,
the air blows up.
Yeah, it just blows up. So there's just little stuff like that, but like Chappie for me steals the show. Everything about it is great. I love the dance that they go to. So they're like little things in this movie that the music is great. There's so many like wonderful things you can pick out from this film, and honestly, I think it's on par with Top Gun because I like Top Gun. I like Top Gun too. I like aerial action movies. They're just awesome, and this came out I think the same time, like around the same
right after, right?
Like,
this is 86,
year. So it's close, and you had your air movie or the air action film. I liked it a lot.
I didn't know if it was on my end or if Delaney was doing the bit again or whatnot. But anyway, speaking of aerial action films, Jay Slip, what do you think about this film? And this was your first time watching it.
It was. I thought this movie was hella dope. I had a lot of fun with it. It's 80s cheese, and it's pretty long. For an action movie, there's not a lot of action. Towards the beginning end, I had a lot of fun with it, though. The soundtrack, like y'all said, is straight fire. I didn't mind what's his face as Doug Master. I thought he was pretty. I mean, it's 80s and it's a bunch of kids.
He's no worse than Ralph Macchio as Daniel.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Yeah, he's sticking it to the man. Right? And like, I mean, like what
a preposterous ass plot, by the way, right?
Oh yeah, 100%. Like if you're looking for plot and consequences, like you're not this is not the movie for you. We just blew up a whole city. We blew up a whole city essentially, and I'm getting in the Air Force now.
Yeah.
I'm no consequences. But who cares?
Don't worry, he dies at the beginning of the next one.
It's the 80s, bro.
Spoilers.
So yeah, spoilers, dude. I had a really fun time, man. Iron Eagles is awesome. I want to own it on some physical media.
I know. All there is a DVD because there's or a VHS. There's not a Blu-ray of it, but it's streaming on Amazon in HD. So like, come on, Shout Factory. This is your next Shout Select. You can do a whole box set. We'll buy all of them. There's 3, right? There's not 4, right?
There's 4.
No, there's 4.
4?
Yeah.
One went direct to video.
All right.
The direct to video one has Delaney in it.
As Chappie?
Yeah, Chappie.
Chappie.
He's Chappie's,
it's got
Chappie's nephew.
Chappie. Slappy.
Sloppy.
I like that.
Slappy.
God, Slappy. Great, thanks.
All right, Brooks, thrill me. What's up? What you got to say?
This movie sucks, dude. I mean, like, I'm not being sarcastic. This movie sucks. It's bad. Nothing makes sense. The actors are all bad. And
Wait a minute. You're saying Louis Gossett Jr. is a bad actor?
In this movie.
Oh no.
What about his dancing?
Was this your first time watching it, Brooks?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's why.
I've never heard of this movie.
Are you serious?
10 times.
Like,
Watch
this
it
movie
10
is
times
just
in a
so
row, it'll
basic.
grow on you.
This is a basic movie. Like, you could switch out any aspect of this movie for something else from the 80s, and it would be exactly the same. This movie is so basic. And like, I think one thing that hurt my experience of watching this is like, I watched it on YouTube, and like the version, like every time a song would come on, like the sound would get weird. So like I didn't even get to hear most of the music in this movie.
Bruh.
What?
But this movie was kind of boring.
I think that might have affected the movie experience. Would you not think?
I think that affected it.
So I had to listen to you guys jerking this movie off so hard. And I have to be the guy who's like, oh, this movie's garbage.
No, it's fine because it's actually not a well done movie. Let's be honest.
It's
okay?
not the greatest.
It's not the great. It's not a great movie, but like it's the nostalgia. I really think if you walked in this movie cold, thinking that we were telling you it was the greatest film of all time, severely wrong. Severely wrong. Okay.
Well, it's the nostalgia goggles.
Excuse me, young man. Hold on. Preach, Brooks. I was kind of ticked at Robbie for reviewing this movie. Get the.
Apparently, everybody's a movie fucking critic now. And
there's no way
it's not Reanimator or some horror cheese movie, we're not giving it a 5.
I mean, I know it's not Reanimator, Brooks. I'm sorry, okay, but
I mean, no movie is.
Anyway, it is. No, we're not telling you that. I'm not telling you that this movie is brilliant. I think that this movie is just so quintessentially like 13-year-old kid, like in the 80s.
I feel like it was made by a child in the 80s.
Smashing planes together.
All right, let's talk about the cast.
Brooks, drop the missiles in the boom.
All I gotta say is, Brooks, you changed.
Yeah, Brooks, you've changed. This dude has given the shittiest movies the most lenient of reviews, and then Iron Eagle's going to watch it. He's going to watch it illegally on a YouTube stream, and then complain about it because the music was all fucked up and he couldn't really feel the movie.
I doubt the music would have like saved it much for me.
I don't think you understand.
Bruh, the music's like the best part of
the movie. Yeah.
Like he plays the music and he can like fly.
He can only fly if the music plays, man.
Let me just try it my way one time, Chappie. I got to do it my way. It's got Queen on the side. Anyway, we'll get to the soundtrack. Anyway, who's your favorite character or performer in this movie? Hammer time.
I would say, man, it's got to be Louis Gossett Jr. He's so good as Chappie and sort of the, first he's kind of reluctant, and then he's a good role model. He seems a nice guy. He recorded all that shit on the tape, which is weird because he recorded exactly where he needed okay, we won't get into that. And I mean, he's such I mean, it wouldn't have ever happened. I mean, it was great that Doug had this idea and wanted to save his dad, but really it's Chappie who makes it happen. He plans it all out. Louis Gossett Jr. is not only a good actor, but he's quintessential in the 80s. I mean, he's in everything. Remember that?
Like
legally in the 80s, he had to be in the film. If you were making a film, you were legally required to have him in your film.
Enemy Mine.
He's in so many goddamn films, but he's actually a great actor. And I can't get over though the fucking part where he's like starts dancing or whatever. He's telling him the thing, and then he's like, "Plus, follow me while I'm running." And then, no, I'm gonna be in the shower, and you're just gonna all that weird shit. Anyway. He's a good actor, and I think he lent credibility to the film. With the rest of the people are just a bunch of nobodies, man. Although I want to point out that fucking Janet from The Office is the girlfriend. She's only in
Doug.
Yes.
Yeah.
Doug's girlfriend's Jennifer.
Yeah.
Doug's girlfriend.
It's trippy.
Yeah.
It's trippy. Yeah.
Yeah, she's barely in the
And
film.
she's like, she does nothing in the movie.
Absolutely nothing. She's not even
just
part
there.
of the Eagles. She's just like,
Is she the girlfriend? She's the girlfriend, right?
Yeah, she's the girlfriend.
Yeah, love interest.
Yeah.
But she's
He doesn't
barely in the
I don't
film.
think he like kisses her or anything. I'm like, wow.
No, I think they do.
They hug at the end, right?
They
Oh.
hug.
They high five.
They go to the prom
Anyway.
together.
Oh yeah. Why
Yeah,
the
you're right.
hell? Why real quick, why the hell are they celebrating at the end? And everybody's like standing around like, why the fuck are these people like celebrating? They didn't do anything. They weren't a part of that mission. And they're like they are the main ones doing it. It was just so weird. Anyway, but yeah. My
John, you're
guy
right. Louis Gossett Jr. as Chappie is the movie. Like that's what I responded to as a kid. That's the mentor we all wanted. Someone that was a little tough, but also someone that was like very understanding. And he has his own journey in the film. His journey to me is the strongest, right? Because of the story he tells about meeting the dude's dad. And I this isn't a good movie, but I fucking love it. Like, and he's the reason why. He's the anchor of this movie. He's obviously the anchor of the franchise, I guess. This was his thing. It's rather action packed, and I think he really grounds it with some nice heart. Speaking of heart, what about you, Jelani? What do you want to speak on?
Yeah, I'll speak on Chappie too. I'll speak on Chappie because Chappie is the soul of this movie, man. He is the guy that grounds everything. He is the one where you thought he died in this movie, and I was like, Chappie's dead, and I already knew he wasn't, but I was still like, oh, Chappie's dead. And then he was like, play that tape, boy, play that tape, and I'm like, what's going on? And then he plays the tape, and the tape's like talking back to him, but it feels like it's reassuring, like he knew that this was going to happen.
Yeah.
And this was good. But I was like, even in that part, even in that scene, I was like, man, they could both be dead. How the hell is he gonna they're gonna fly 2 jets in, get his dad, get him in that jet, and fly off and be okay? I was like, this is a dumb plan.
Punk rock, man.
Wait. Do you think Red Dawn is plausible? Okay.
Yeah,
like,
that's what
I think that some high school kids could do that. I think they're Wolverines. I think that could happen. I mean, you just turn a bunch of gorillas, man.
Where's this Air Force base at that they're on?
It's a crappy. It's like,
where is it? Where do they start the movie? I'm unclear on this. Where does the movie start?
Blah blah Air Force Base. It was Bevel or
where?
Beehive.
I think it's like California or something.
It can't be in the States, right? Because are you like? Can you? I don't know how this shit works, bro. I don't know. I wasn't in the Air Force. Can you honestly like fly a jet just to the fucking Middle East and back in a day? Like
if you refuel enough times in the air, you can.
Yeah, they refueled.
Yeah, but they were like once they barely. Okay, I don't know, man.
And the flight pattern, they were supposed to fly to Spain, so they were like supposed to do measures in Spain. That's why they got the clearance to fly that far. So that's why they could refuel.
Does that happen?
Going.
Like, does that really happen? Like for training purposes, someone flies from like
Wonder
fucking
Woman,
California.
How did Wonder Woman get there?
Wonder Woman's different. That's a fantasy. This is grounded in reality. Iron Eagle's a real movie.
Iron Eagle's real. I was there.
It's real to me.
It's real, man. But I'm just saying, man, a jet can do so much. You know, a fully fueled jet can go a long way.
I just also never really quite buy the idea that Chappie would do this for this fucking kid. Like, I mean, I get there's more to it. He'll like, I love my favorite moment with Chappie, since we're talking about the performances right now, is when Doug tells him, you just don't give a shit. You're like all the others. And he's like, what'd you say? He's like, you must not know what you're doing. And then he's like, look at me in the eye when I'm talking to you. You're like, I sat up straight, bro. I sat up straight. I was like, I loved it. So Chappie's your favorite as well.
Chappie is a great character.
There's not too many characters to really spotlight here, so we'll allow that. I'll just say that, because I know Jay Strick can take it to a different direction. Jay Strick, what's a character? Let's highlight somebody else, and or tell us first of all. Do you like Chappie?
Yeah, Chappie's the GOAT, man. Like, he's that guy. He's that dude. And I love him in the movie, bro. Like, I think it's hilarious, but we're kind of picking the movie apart because it's just, I mean, it's 80s cheese. Like, we could take apart so many of our favorite 80s movies by plot and all these things, but it's fine. To highlight another character, I thought I like his two friends. I think their names are Tony and Reggie. Like, I just think they're classic. They're like the classic best friends in a movie, like an 80s movie, where they're just like, oh, don't do it, man. Like, you're not gonna get an Academy if you like beat that guy, man. Like, hold back, man. And they're just doing like this, like, like this kind of stuff. I love that. I thought that was
one of those dudes is the dude, and he's in Revenge of the Nerds.
Yeah.
Okay. I think, and then the other dude,
one of them
was a whole bunch of stuff.
Is the other dude, like, I've seen him in so much stuff. He was in Adventures in Babysitting, right? Or was it?
Yeah, he was.
No, his Adventures of Babysitting. He's in that one, right? He's like one of the kids.
I can't remember his name though.
Well, Reggie's in Karate Kid.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
Reggie's in Cobra Kai, isn't he?
Yeah.
Is he in Cobra Kai?
Yeah,
he's in Cobra Kai.
Bruh. Cobra Kai never dies.
Never dies.
He's
Lamar. He's Lamar, right? He's Lamar, and the one dude is Lamar in Revenge of the Nerds.
And that's the Cobra Kai joke. He's obsessed.
Guys, I have a copy of Revenge of the Nerds on the way. No lie. Weird stretch and all. Yeah. It's the other kid always makes me, though. I don't think it is, but it makes me think that it's the dude from There Will Be Blood. The doofy white dude that's his friend. You know what I'm talking about? Yeah. I know it's not, but anyway.
That guy?
Yeah, the Riddler guy. He's not the Riddler. Oh, he's the Riddler in the new movie. Yeah, it's not the same guy though. But
he's the guy from There Will Be Blood.
I think it's his Spanish cousin. Anyway, Brooks, is there a character you liked in this film?
I actually like the villain in this movie. I mean, this dude is just so ridiculous.
He's on a fucking 10 the whole time.
He's stereotype. And like, I remember like in the beginning when he's talking to the dude's dad when he's a prisoner, he's like, I used to be a pilot myself. I'm like, oh, he's gonna be flying, get in a plane and fight the fucking main character. I just know it. And of course, he did.
I love it. He gets in there. He just takes his own.
He's just he's great. He's like a Walker Texas Ranger villain. I mean, this dude is like
totally. I could totally see that. I agree.
I've seen him in other stuff too.
And he always plays this character.
Yeah, he does.
Doesn't he?
Yes.
He always plays his character. It's ominous, right? Now, when you're a kid, you're like, they're gonna hang this dude's dad, and like you see that the news
3 days.
And when I remember being a kid, and when he's like Chappie, like we make fun of it, you know. But bro, like that, I was a kid, like it hurt me. You know what I'm saying? So I'm glad I'm glad there's something you liked about this movie, Brooks. So, you know, and by the way, this story is there's the basis of this story does relate to real life attacks by the United States government against Libya over the Gulf of Sidra, in particular, the 1981 Gulf of Sidra incident. So it is based on some truth, but I don't think it was. I love how this just smart ass punk kid's just like, all right, you just lost an oil field, and then he does it. I'm like, damn.
Yeah.
Go through the flames. Go through the flames. That's how badass that villain is. He just forced on, and I love the.
And they all die.
They all like you're driving through like, I don't know, like fire. 5 feet of flame, right? And every fucking Jeep just like explodes, and like it's just fucking awesome. It's awesome.
Flame on, baby.
Now, I was surprised that nobody mentioned Doug. I don't think he's the best, obviously, as Chappie, but let's talk about Jason Gedrick real quick. He is the original Star-Lord. Like, are you telling me that James Gunn is in no way influenced by this movie for Guardians of the Galaxy? I see it right there.
Oh, yeah.
Chris Pratt is this kid. He's got his mixtape. He listens to his music. It helps him fly. It helps him be a little bit more badass. It brings something to him. I would not doubt that James Gunn loves Iron Eagle, but I don't know that for a fact. But I think that the kid doesn't necessarily give the best performance, but he gives the performance that's worthy of a film like this. And when you're like 8 years old, it's fucking awesome. Anyway. What about the style and structure of the film? It's directed by Sidney J. Furie. Let's run over Sidney J. Furie's work. First of all, uncredited director for The Jazz Singer, the Neil Diamond classic. So for that, a hearty station, okay? He's had a career directing films from the 50s all the way through just a few years ago. So it's a long career, and there's not many highlights. The highlights are Iron Eagle 1. The next highlight is Iron Eagle 2. And then Ladybugs, okay? And then a lot of other just random movies, probably direct-to-video, cheesy action, and that's exactly what Iron Eagle is. We put it on a pedestal needlessly, but y'all, don't come at us about Iron Eagle. Have you seen us during Horror Fest? Come on. What do you think about the style and structure of the film, Hammer Time Horseshoe?
First off, he did Superman: A Quest for Peace, okay?
I guess that's a highlight.
I don't know. I mean, the elements are there. You know what I'm saying? You have the dad being taken. That cohesively, it works as a story. And I have some issues besides the explosions that Jelani talked about, the magic explosions. You never see penetration or impact by a rocket or anything like that indicates. But of course, we didn't have CGI then, but we actually had real jets they used. And as much as you want to knock the film, there's a ton of F-16s in this film, and they used real F-16s, and some of the footage from the F-16s is amazing. They did some great job with real F-16s, and the people who choreographed the actual aircraft and all that, that's amazing. So we'll give them props there, which is, probably a second B team, whatever. But one of the issues I have with the pacing and the whole story, the beginning with the bully in the plane versus and the kid died. What? That's the stupid. What is he racing? He's like calling him out as being a pansy. He's calling him out being a pansy. Dude, it's a plane versus a fucking stupid bike. It's a bike. Bikes are dumb. Planes are cool.
That kid, by the way, looks like Coach Gruden. You know what I'm saying? He really does.
The punk kid is Buck from Kill Bill. You didn't know that? My name is Buck, and I like you.
It's just so that whole setting up the bully, and then the bully's just the dumbest jackass with a bike. You know what I'm saying? What a weird
plane.
And he made him move the gas cap. He almost killed a guy.
Yeah, he tried to murder him.
He tried to murder it. I'm like,
you almost killed me, man. You could have killed me.
You could have killed me.
Yeah, and that's the race, the plane versus the
plane.
That's the dominant. Yeah,
I thought it was going to be two planes.
It's just kids being kids. Yeah, I thought, when you first watch it, you're like, and I don't know. When I was a kid, I thought it was intense. I was like,
it's intense. It is intense, but the whole premise
is stupid.
What the fuck? If I went
it's a plane.
If I went to a private airport right now and try to race somebody in my Mustang in their plane, they'd be like, "Shut the fuck! Get the fuck out of here! You stupid!" I would be laughed out of there. It's a plane.
Has he beat him before? That's the worst part.
You cannot tell me that opening scene, though, is not the inspiration, that George Lucas did not love this movie so much that inspired the pod racing scene, right? You cannot tell me that. Anyway, Delaney, what do you think about the style structure of the film?
It's got its moments. I mean, it has a lot of broken issues because, like I said, the story itself, these kids should not have power, as much power as they have on this military base with top secret information. They got files. They got stuff that could get all of them court-martialed, all of them put in jail. It's just, and the scenes that cut to it are just funny as hell. Because, you get the one kid with the big glasses that comes in with the lady and, presses a button and screws up her Apple computer. And I'm like,
that kid's so charming. That nerd is not that fucking charming and suave.
He's not.
I'm sorry.
Not at all.
I love this gang. I really feel like we missed out on an animated series.
Yeah. That's what this should have been. That's what this should have been. That's how it works. But
every episode they steal another jet.
Yeah. Sorry, got the jet.
Getting to season 2 and you're like, wait a minute.
we use peanut butter this time. What? So it's just improbable that they got all this stuff, and the two girls, which one is I think Shawnee Smith. She spills grape drink on her dad, and he's just got plans, aerial plans, just sitting around. Nobody else is in this room. I'm like, hey, come on. Come on, man.
Come on, man.
Come on, man. It just has so many different weird things going on. But, I mean, it's still, for me, it plays out. It's fine. I mean, as improbable as the entire plan should have been, because none of this should have got off the ground. None of this should have happened. And yet, somehow it does. So, I think the story and the structure are just fine. It's just movie. And I'm fine with that, because as a kid, I was fine with that.
The only thing with the structure that does bother me is I do feel like it's a little overinflated towards the first act. Like it really spends a lot of time there. Now, when it starts getting to the kids doing their heists of military plans and secret satellite information and maps and shit, like it starts moving. Like once Chappie says, we're doing it, like then it starts rolling. But all the stuff that leads up to that is so just ridiculous, obnoxious, and cliche on the rewatch. Now, at the time, you know, I don't know what watching movies as in like an 8-year-old is way different. You know what I'm saying? You're not paying attention to certain things, and maybe you're just paying attention to the great aerial fights, you know, like John was mentioning, or the overly melodramatic acting, which when you're a kid, that shit's awesome because it's raw emotion, right?
It's 80s. It's 80s cheese. This is all this movie is.
And there's 80s cheese that's better, obviously, y'all.
Yeah,
but,
of course.
But this movie is so fucking stupid. It's just the best. What about you, Jay Strick? What do you think about the style and structure of the film?
Yeah, I think I said it in my opening bit. I think the pacing's a little slow. You kind of nailed it with the first act thing. They could have cut out like 20 minutes of the movie and it probably would have flowed a little better. But I really like John said, I really like some of the aerial shots they did there. And it's fun, man. Like I don't take it too serious. It's Iron Eagle, man. Like
exactly.
It's metal. Like I love it. It's fun.
It's got Twisted Sister on the soundtrack.
It does have Twisted Sister on the soundtrack. He's in an important moment in the movie too, and I love that. So yeah, dude, I finally understand the scene in Cobra Kai when Johnny's watching Iron Eagle and he's getting all emotional.
Yeah. You know, in the 80s, this movie was the shit. There's a reason there's 4 of them.
Yeah, it was awesome. Yeah. Back in the day, this is all we talked about, man.
This and Rocky 3.
Rocky, yeah.
Shit, man. This and Rocky 3. Speaking of Rocky 3, that's Brooks's favorite Rocky film.
It's about the Russians.
Anyway, that's 4.
4 is the Russians?
4. Yeah, 4's the one with
3 was
Mr. Tom.
3's Mr. T, bro.
3's Mr. T, right?
3's Mr. T.
Yeah, that's
Come on, bro.
I can't remember my Rockies.
Anyway,
who cares?
Brooks, style, structure, pacing of the film. What do you think?
The style of this movie is 80s, and the structure is movie. That's
the most Brooks thing you've ever said.
I mean, I know I've said this, and I'm kind of beating in the ground. This is just such a basic movie. It does have a lot of cool. It has some cool, like, you know, flying stuff, like, and some good shots, and it has some funny moments. But it has like a lot of bad dialogue. Like the dialogue in this movie is like some of it's just like, ugh. But I think the lead in this movie is so bad. I mean, this kid is he's like a proto Hayden Christensen. Like they just picked this kid because he looked pretty.
I just never seen Brooks like
I'm loving
shit on a movie.
Too.
Well, Brooks
usually like he's got, I don't know. I'm just baffled right
Brooks
now.
just joined this app though, where he does reviews of movies. So Brooks is a critic now. So let Brooks have
his
say.
You're a critic
my
now.
College brain now, bro.
He doesn't have a liberal arts degree for nothing.
Yeah.
All right, well said, Brooks.
Paper I look at every night wistfully before I go to sleep.
Well said, Brooks. Now, I think Brooks would have a different perspective on this movie if it was his dad that was a POW and the government didn't do anything about it.
Or if he got to hear the fucking
music
music
has kind of a right-wing propaganda angle to it early on, too.
That's like 90% of the movie is the music
Rambo
in the
3.
movie.
Yeah.
All right, let's talk about the music then. The soundtrack's great. One Vision by Queen alone is amazing. Then the song Iron Eagle, Never Say Die by King Cobra, badass name. You got George Clinton in this movie. You got Dio in this movie. You got Road of the Gypsy by Adrenaline, which for some reason they play like 4 times in this damn movie. Proud Mary by Tina Turner, big moment. There Was a Time, James Brown, big moment. And of course, We're Not Gonna Take It. I love the soundtrack. It's one of the best compilation soundtracks of the 80s. And there's a lot of great ones. Okay. There's some top dog soundtracks. We're talking about Bill and Ted's Excellent Adventure. We're talking about Lost Boys. Iron Eagle's one of them. Karate Kid's one of them. Iron Eagle is a great soundtrack that you can just sit back, enjoy the cheesiness, and drink some Coors Banquet beer, right? What do you think about the music, Hammer Time?
I enjoyed the soundtrack once I realized the soundtrack was not the soundtrack in my head. You know what I'm saying?
It wasn't the soundtrack to Top Gun.
It wasn't Top Gun.
Dude, I'm like, okay, this is the part where we listen to Footloose. Wait, that's not in this. I remember there's a lot of songs.
He's like, I swear there was a Kenny Loggins song in this movie.
I was positive there was a Kenny Loggins song in this. And but it is a good soundtrack. You know, you're right. Queen, King Cobra, George Clinton, Dio. You know, that Give Me Some Lovin's in there. That Twisted Sister song. Soundtrack? So what? Huh. So it's a great soundtrack. If you can hear the songs, I guess, unless you can't, if you watch on YouTube or something. So I actually do like the soundtrack. And although if you listen to it, like some of the songs I listen to, I'm like, yeah, that would pump me up to fly an aircraft. And then some of the songs I listen to, I'm like, what? So he's got quite a rare, a variety of tastes. I'll give him that. This Doug Masters. And I enjoy it, man. It's a solid soundtrack. It's got a nice variety. It's a good soundtrack. And it adds a lot to the film. And I like the concept where they tie it in where he listens to music and he kind of goes with the rhythm and he's got his little cassette player that attaches to his leg kind of thing. So I like all of it. I do enjoy the soundtrack. Again, if you I misremember, man. All these great songs that were in it. I'm like, oh, I love that Beatles song. And that's not in this fucking movie. I just misremember all of this. But they do have some big songs by some big artists like Queen. So it's a great soundtrack.
The music is so important to the film and to the enjoyment, I think. And so I'm really interested in checking out this YouTube video that Brooks watched and seeing how the music is presented. Jelani, what do you think about the soundtrack?
It's just dead air.
Highway to the Danger Zone supposed to play, right? But I love this. It's a good mixtape. It's a good mixtape, like for a good like a good traveling music. It's worth it. It's totally worth it. I love everything about
worth it.
It is, man. It's totally boss. I like the Give Me Some Lovin'. I love the James Brown song, which I hadn't heard in ages. I like the one that he's dancing to. He dances to that, like Lou Gossett Jr. dances to that song. Yeah. It's so clean. And I'm like just shaking his butt like all of a sudden. This is my jam.
Yeah, right. Like, this is how I plan missions to kill people.
You're going to be killing some
war crimes dance.
Yeah. 25 to life, baby. But I was like, why are you playing this? Anyway, but Proud Mary. I mean, these songs were like freaking awesome, and they popped up in spaces. I'm just like, this is the song. I don't remember this in this movie at all, and it was great, man. I mean, I would play this normally. All these songs I would play normally.
The scene at the bar is great. The music's great there too, and the lighting is great. That's a really coolly lit scene, and I love that he's like explaining the mission with the fucking salad. You know, you like Italian food. Anyway, speaking of Italian food, Jay Strick, you're Italian, right?
Yeah. 3/4.
What'd you think about the music? There was no Sinatra.
Bruh. Music's fire, dude. I've been playing soundtrack all week at work. Casual. I love when a movie uses the soundtrack in real time. So I love that it's incorporated. Like he has to have the music to like land a direct hit. You know, even like when they're going out on the mission, him and Choppy's like, I made a sick playlist, bro. Like, we gotta listen to it. He's like, all right, yeah. So I love it, bro. It's classic, yeah.
Dylan says, Jay Slip and I are Italian brothers. Bro, he's not Italian.
Except I'm the king of slips, son.
Ooh, to be continued tomorrow night on Dylan's Horror Show. By the way, tomorrow night on Dylan's Horror Show, me, Jay Strick, and Bueller are celebrating Dylan's birthday with a night of the horror show. We're talking about Night of the Comet, Night of the Creeps, and Night of the Demons. And I cannot be more excited. This is the episode I'm the most excited for because I finally get to talk to a real YouTuber on this show, Bueller. Okay. Anyway, who's the king of the slip now, motherfucker? Anyway, Brooks, what do you think about the music in this film?
Well, obviously, I didn't hear a lot of it. Like, I heard they played the opening song, like when he first pops in the tape. It's like not until later on in the movie, all of a sudden, like they just like all the music starts going out. It was weird.
I wonder if that happened.
I'm sure it was a very 80s soundtrack. I'm sure.
We're gonna have to get together. Hammer time, we got to get together at your place on the projector, all watch Iron Eagle with the damn music with Brooks and see if his experience is different.
Oh, when we watch it and Brooks is over, I'm going to mute every music.
See, Brooks, you don't realize that what you did was a very special edition. It was a create your own soundtrack version. So you didn't know that. You were supposed to do that. Anyway, what's this movie trying to say? What's the theme of this movie? Hammer time. I'll let you go first. Since you
I think it's really trying to say that if deep in your heart you want to steal a military aircraft, you can from the U.S. Air Force. That's why the U.S. Air Force was not involved in it, by the way. So it was all done with Israeli aircraft. So F-16s, playing F-16s, their own aircraft parading as MiGs. They weren't MiGs. But they wanted the U.S. military works with a lot of filming companies, including they work with Top Gun. But since the script said they stole a jet, the U.S.
They were like, this movie goes too far.
Yeah, they're like, no, you can't steal an aircraft. They don't want that. Yeah, so they didn't want anything to do with it. So some of the stuff shot in California when it's supposed to be a California Air Force base, but a lot of it's shot in Israel where they were using those aircraft. But it's telling me, I don't know. I do like the concept, especially when you're younger. This whole, if you believe in yourself, you can save your dad, you can be a hero, that whole kind of thing. That's what it's telling us. Mm-hmm. But as you become an adult, I mean, the other day I felt defeated. I went to get some fast food and they gave me the wrong order. So as you get older, you become quickly demoralized very easily. But when you're younger, this movie is a good inspiration, and it definitely makes you want to be an aircraft. If I wasn't scared of heights, like I can't use a fucking ladder, I would have gone into the Air Force because I think flying an aircraft would be amazing.
It does sound like really fun, doesn't it? It seems like it'd be really wild and cool.
Yeah, and apparently it's super easy from the looks of it, from this movie.
Yeah.
Why not? What about you, Delaney? What's this movie trying to say?
I actually agree with Holshi. You took some of mine. I was like, yeah, if you believe in yourself, you can steal an airplane, and punk the U.S. Air Force up and get into the academy. It's so strange that and of course, as a kid, I loved this film, and in high school, I loved this film. It's so enduring for it is a belief thing. If you believe, you positively believe that you can do something and you have the resources to do it because you're on an Air Force base and you have friends that are like that have powerful that have parents in powerful places and they can just manipulate them so easily just to get what you need. And I don't know, something about it. It just, if you believe enough and you have the resources, you can do anything you want. That's what I think of it too. I believe that 100%. That's what this movie is all about.
I like that.
One day you could blow up an oil field.
Yes,
that's right.
You just lost an oil field, buddy. What about you, Jay Strick? What's this movie trying to say to you?
Crazy. You guys are fucking crazy. There's a bunch of things you could take away. I mean, you could go with the theme of the government pushing their agendas and not. You're seeing it in Cap and Winter Soldier, right? The whole idea of like the soldiers been taken by another captive, and we're not going to send anyone to save them. And so that guy devoted his whole life to the Air Force, and they're not going to do anything about it. Then you get the kids come in and saying, sticking it to the man, essentially, right? And we're just going to say, fuck it, I'm going to do us, and we're going to go get him. There's the moment with Chappie, and he's telling Doug about how his first memory with his dad of like him experiencing racism, like in the Air Force, and that his dad was cool as fuck, and like didn't see that, and was just like, I see you as, you know, like an awesome pilot. Though there's a lot of things you pick up. So there's a few of them, I guess.
Absolutely. Brooks, what's this movie trying to say to you, if anything?
Well, one thing, like this, one message I definitely got from this movie, because it wasn't very subtle. It kind of rubbed me the wrong way. Is this whole idea of, like, you know, the military doesn't get to do enough. You know, like we're always being held back by diplomacy. Like, I mean, I've seen a lot of movies that have that, but they're usually the better movies. And like this movie not being so good combined with that kind of like just rubbed me the wrong way, I guess.
But you like Rambo 3?
Yeah, I mean Rambo 3 is not Rambo though.
Bruh, it's Rambo. Like
against the wall, you know.
All right, I got you. No, you all had some really, really, really profound things. You nailed it, but you didn't quite dig deep enough, I think, because I think this movie is about the failure of the bureaucracy of the military-industrial complex. You cannot tell me that Rambo 2 is not influenced by this movie, which I think came out at the same time, maybe before. But you cannot tell me that this movie is not influenced by Rambo 2. Okay? Anyway, it's everything you guys said. It's about the idea of child rebels. It's about that youth versus the old, right? This is a true, very true theme that's in a lot of movies and a lot of bad movies too. But that the older generation doesn't understand. The older generation doesn't understand the younger generation, and they don't understand them. And it's about that bridge, and that's why I love Chappie and Doug in this movie, because they're forming that bridge, right? This movie is a bit propagandistic, Brooks, okay, at times. But you fucking like Rambo movies, so fuck off, okay? Jay Strick, you're right.
You fuck off.
It deals.
Why can't we just meet somewhere in the middle?
It deals with some slightly with some ideas of the institutionalized racism in the military, slightly. Yeah. And Jelani and Hammer Time, you're right. It's about believing in yourself and the music that drives you. What you love can inspire you to do great things. In fact, if you focus on what you love over what you hate, you can do great things, and you yourself can become a pop culture philosopher. Now it's time for the ratings of the film. But no, this movie is about the failure of the bureaucracy of the military-industrial complex.
It's a big failure.
Open your eyes, people. Anyway.
They were going to start it.
It's got some pro-Reagan shit, too, and it's got some anti-Reagan shit. It's wild, this movie. Yeah. It's so deep. Anyway, it's time to get to the ratings. You out there in the chat, what do you rate Iron Eagle out of 5 possible, you digs? And Hammer Time Holshoe, what do you rate it?
I give it... Man, I'm conflicted because I do love the F-16. I think it's a badass aircraft. I'll do 3 out of 5. 3 digs.
I think that's fair for this movie, to be honest with you.
There's problems with it, but I still enjoyed it, even on the rewatch. So,
all right, 3 out of 5.
You know what I'm saying? It's not a life-changing film.
Unless you're 8 and it's 1986.
And it encourages you to join the Air Force. Maybe some people watch this and join the Air Force. That would be mind-blowing right there.
Yeah. There you go. It's a lot of what about you, Jelani? Out of 5 possible, you digs?
Bruh. I love this movie, so I'm gonna give it a 4.
Nice.
It's a nostalgia. It's a nostalgia thing, man. It's
this guy gave Justice League 0, but he's giving this fucking film a 4.
Yeah, because Ben Affleck's not in it.
Iron Eagle is better than Justice League. I'll just go ahead and say.
Yeah, it is. It is.
I will say that
4 hours. Okay. 4 hours long. Anyhow, yeah. But yeah.
All right.
Why does it always come back to Ben Affleck, Batman, Justice League when it always winds up that way? This is like the oldest bit PCP has.
It is. We'll never lose it. It shall never be gone. It is what it is, man.
So four is really. I get you.
Yeah, it's a forced nostalgia for me. I'm sorry. It's just a completely different film.
Don't be apologetic, bro. Nostalgia is a factor when we talk about Iron Eagle.
I'm curious to see if Brooks' score is going to somehow negate that 4.
What about you, Jay Strick? Out of 5 possible you digs, what do you give it?
4 you digs. It's classic. Music's fire. Chappie's the GOAT. Doug's okay. I like when he beats that guy on the motorcycle in the beginning. I'm not apologetic. It's a 4 because it's a good, bad movie.
Nice. What about you, Brooks? What do you give it?
I give it 1.5.
Jesus.
That may be the lowest score Brooks has ever given.
This movie, I thought was kind of boring a lot of the time. And it sucked, and the thing I said about the dialogue and the acting and everything, but it does have some cool explosions and it's got jets, and the dude's plane in the beginning kind of reminds me of Tails' plane in Sonic 2.
Nice.
So add all that up, I get 1.5.
I feel like it's not fair though, because like he didn't get to experience the movie with the music.
That's true.
The music,
it changes.
One day might bump it up to a 2, maybe.
When I get the Blu-ray, when it comes to Shout Factor, I'll let you borrow it.
I guarantee you, if we did this again next year and watched it at John's house, we all drank some beer and ate some jalapeno pizzas and watched it with the music, Brooks would give it a different score.
Fuck that. It's an all-day event. We watch all 4.
Yeah.
Let's do it.
We're in the middle of part 3. Brooks is throwing up. I've fallen asleep. Jay Strick's delirious.
I'm just saying,
Elena's questioning reality.
Movies are just that bad.
If we watch all the Iron Eagles, then we have to watch the thing we don't talk about of Lost Boys 2 and 3, whatever they're called.
Oh my God!
There's no other Lost Boys films. What are you talking about? There's only one Lost Boys film. There's only 2 Blade films, my friend. You got to get used to that information. All right. For me, I'm going to say that this movie really does deserve, for me, a 3 you digs. But I'm giving it a 4 because, like what Jelani said, it's the nostalgia. It's the cheese factor. It's like what Jay Strick said. It's a good, bad movie. It's something that meant so much to me growing up and revisiting it. I felt like I uncovered a piece of my childhood that I forgot about. And if you know anything about me, that's a hard thing to do. Okay, because I'm surrounded by my childhood, and I love this film. So I'm giving it 4 you digs. So 4 from me, 3 from John, 4 from Jelani and Jay Strick, and a 1.5 from Brooks, which gives this a very fair 3.69, dudes. I do that way better than Dylan, don't I? Anyway, most excellent. Let's look at what the chat has to say. That was just a dig, Dylan. Don't get all butt hurt. TM Nerdy, Travis says 2 you digs. Very fair, very fair. Jamie says 3.5 because I think it's cute and ridiculous and it made me laugh a lot. Station, right? Station. Tomorrow, Manny says, sorry, y'all. I'm going to give it 2 you digs, but let's make it sound better and say 4 backlogs. At least you know the exchange rate, brother.
The fuck's a backlog, bro?
What the fuck is a backlog, bro? Jamie says Robbie fell asleep on the first time to try to rewatch it.
Classic old guy.
That's just because I'm an old guy. Cryro Prime says it's a 2 you digs, not the worst, but not good. And Dylan himself, that SOB, says 2 you slips, which that exchange rate is a little weird too. And he says 1.5, but the soundtrack gets it at 2. And he says, yeah, you do it better than me. I'll give you that, but I'm still the slip king. Here's the thing, bruh. Here's the thing. I don't give a fuck if you're the slip king. Anyway, that was our review and revisit on Iron Eagle. We'll be right back for a PCP back chat, a little bit of show and tell. We're going to be chatting with you for the next hour, and we'll be talking about raise your hand if you've seen the end of Falcon Winter Soldier.
Oh, man.
Jay Strick.
Dude, I've been working all day.
Move him out of the chat.
Yeah, you're out of the chat, man.
Nah, anyway, we'll talk about it a little bit. Oh, come on.
Don't talk about it, please. I don't want to be spoiled.
We won't spoil it. We won't spoil it. We won't spoil it. We won't spoil it. Anyway, next week, join us for PCP Movie Night because guess what we're talking about? Your pick. It's the PCP Award winner. That's right. The fan poll winner of y'all chose the movies on the poll. And what movie won? Mallrats. Next week, we're talking about Mallrats, the Kevin Smith classic. And guess who's going to be here with us, y'all? A comic book writer and editor named Joe Corallo. No, we couldn't get Kevin, so we settled for Joe. Anyway, Joe Corallo will be here next week with us to chat about Mallrats, and I'm super excited because I just got that new Arrow. Oh, just spoiled some show and tell. Anyway, we will be right back after this break with some PCP back chat and Chappie!
Are we back live and I'm the only one? Because that seems really weird. Awkward.
You're the only one making it awkward, man. You're making it awkward. Nah.
Where'd Robbie go?
doing
Where'd
Robbie
Brooks go? Where's Juju? Is that the dog's name?
Oh,
I
I'm
love
sure
that dog.
Juju's
Where's the
running
dog?
around.
I hope he comes back. I hope Brooks comes back. He's got the dog. Did you? Oh, you watched Winter Soldier and Falcon, right? You watched
Yes,
the one.
I did.
We can talk about it, and when Robbie's back, without spoiling things. And I enjoyed it. You enjoyed it though, right?
I cried, man.
There was a couple emotional spots. I don't want to spoil anything, but there's definitely it hit me in
the last two episodes. The last 2 episodes alone are the best in the series, like in general. I like the other episodes building up to what happened, but the last 2 got me. It got me better than WandaVision did on so many different levels. Just
the suit looks pretty good too.
Yeah. So well, we're not gonna spoil it.
Oh, since Jay Strick's not here, we're talking about it real quick.
Yeah, let's talk about it.
It was fucking awesome.
Yeah,
dude.
It's awesome.
The only thing that doesn't look good on the suit is his like
the little
cowl
in the head cowl,
and it makes his ears like
it's
this.
Bold. Yeah.
When he's given that speech at the end, which is so powerful, but I kept just noticing,
looking at his
damn,
ears.
I bet his ears really hurt.
Getting sweaty.
I loved it, dude. I'm so glad they kept the wings. I thought it was a very impactful show, and I think they're setting up U.S. Agent Zemo in the raft.
Yeah,
Thunderbolts. Yeah,
we're getting Thunderbolts, and we're getting. And I love who the power broker was, even though I saw it from a mile away.
Yeah,
yeah, it's a mile. The last episode told us who it was. And I was like, yeah, all the villains are weak. Like,
all right. Hey, Jay Strick says he can hear us, you fucks. So, like, let's. Okay, I really like. Really like the end. Let's just say that. Let's really like the end. Plus, I don't want to spoil Falcon and Winter Soldier through the eye of the beholder.
I think it's kind of classic that we've literally never talked about Falcon and Winter Soldier on a movie review.
Yeah, we have.
We talked about WandaVision.
Okay.
We talked about WandaVision.
And we talked about
it's
WandaVision.
Okay. I'm sorry, bro. You had work all day. Was it all right? Did you have a good day today?
No, it was crazy. That's a story for another time.
Okay. I had a wonderful day. I had this amazing breakfast or brunch my girlfriend prepared for me. It was savory oatmeal. You guys ever had savory oatmeal?
Ooh, you got a girlfriend?
Yeah.
Now, it was weird because it's oatmeal, but it's savory. So it's like garlicky and like there was okra and mushrooms and egg and bacon. And it was really good. Now it was just, it was so weird that oatmeal wasn't what?
I say it sounds
man. You say okra?
Bruh, like
oatmeal?
rice can be sweet or savory. Grits can be sweet or savory. Why not oatmeal?
No.
It was fucking weird, though, I'll tell you that. It was delicious.
I ain't against you, Jamie, but I don't know.
It was good, but it was a little weird.
Okay.
Because I'm expecting it to taste like apple cinnamon.
You Southern people are weird.
Yeah. You put sugar in oatmeal. Cinnamon, sugar.
That's a Southern thing, John.
Yeah.
Southern people are odd.
What? Go back to Michigan.
What? Yeah, go back to your pop. Mr.
We eat oatmeal with sugar and we eat it in the goddamn snow.
Anyway,
we're not gonna
spend the entire back chat talking about food this time like we did last
week. About oatmeal. Let's just all talk about oatmeal.
Well, we talked about food all of last back chat. Like, no lie, last week this is with Perry. All we talked about was eggs. It was the egg thing. Yeah. Here's a bit. I am so proud of Mike the Voice Matthews, Mike 06. I'm so proud of Mike, guys. You know why? Because he finally is getting a bit right. Every morning now, Mike is sending me a picture of his eggs. That is a perfectly timed and placed bit. That is a perfectly
code word for balls.
I'm not even lying though, man. I'm going to collect them and I'm going to I'm going to do an art gallery at Low Mill and it's going to be pictures of Mike's eggs.
Just fancy pictures.
Like, does he take them while they're still inside the shell? Or
no, like the way he's prepared the eggs, bruh.
What does he do? Okay. Like scramble?
He did over medium and then he did over hard, I think. And then today it was I think it was an egg white cheese omelet or some shit. I don't know.
And tomorrow is going to be on his bare chest. Just some eggs.
Just eggs.
Nice. Yeah. There you go.
I love it.
Yep. And Jay Strick didn't come up with that. You should be on the bit, man. You should be doing the bit.
Fuck's a bit.
I gotta go get a new battery.
Is anyone else gonna watch Mortal Kombat tomorrow?
I'm watching it tonight, actually.
I'm watching it tomorrow.
Mortal Kombat!
Is it out?
Yeah.
HBO Max, baby.
I heard the story, and I heard overall it was just really mediocre. But I heard the visual effects and the fatalities and the gore were amazing. I heard it was like over the top.
Like the first Mortal Kombat?
Yeah.
Just like the first.
Like I'm not expecting like Mortal Kombat to win an Oscar.
If the story's lacking,
the story in the original was Oscar worthy.
Well, if the story's lacking, they were planning to do 3
The story
films.
of the original was fucking Enter the Dragon.
Bro, Johnny
Dragon.
Cage. There's no Johnny Cage in this. I don't.
Is he dead? Well, he died in Annihilation, so who cares? He's dead. Spoilers.
This ignores all the events of the shows and the movies and everything. So
boo, because it has like a new character in it, doesn't it? Like a new guy.
I think the main character is like a new guy.
Yeah.
Well, in the comic books,
womp womp, womp womp comic books.
I'm so excited to watch it. I mean,
yeah, I am too.
Again, it's rated R, and I heard that it's just gory as shit. So that's what I'm looking for.
Scorpion in it.
Y'all talking about Mortal Kombat?
Yeah.
I haven't watched it yet, but
yeah, we all watched it. Should we spoil it for you?
Did you all watch it?
Yeah, dude, Scorpion's dick falls off. It's crazy.
Wow, dude, is that where the fucking thing comes out?
Yeah,
get over here.
You know what's crazy is like you're like you know how they shafted Lawrence Fishburne as Morpheus in
Shafted.
So he's actually
there, young man.
Yeah, you like that?
I see what you did there. So I've heard that this movie's not good.
Really?
Like it's going to be my Sunday morning movie. For Rockin' Robbie Live, it's my Sunday morning movie. But
I'm watching it tonight. I'll give a review tonight.
Yeah, I'm excited, but I'm not excited for many new movies until like I don't know, Suicide Squad. Did you know like the Oscars this Sunday? Like were there movies?
No one cares. Were there movies?
Like, there were Oscar movies last year.
I had no idea.
Well, 3 movies came out in the last year.
Yeah, what's gonna fucking win? Like Bloodshot?
I heard Justice League.
Bill and Ted, baby.
The Snyder Cut.
That's 2021, bro. Doesn't count.
That Jurassic Park movie was pretty good.
Yeah.
I really don't know what came out last year, to be honest with you.
That random ass animated Scorpion movie.
Did Tenet come out that?
We're talking about the movies that we watch. We're not we typically don't go to the theaters to watch the
artsy films,
the Oscar movies nowadays. It used to be different.
Yeah,
we used to. But like nowadays, like I could give a shit about the Oscars, to be honest with you. I used to be so into that shit. I would like fill out the cards. I would always like win every year. I was like the best at picking who. Now I don't even know what's up. Like I don't even know.
I really don't know what came out. So much stuff got delayed, or you know what I'm saying? I really don't.
Well, what are the nominees for Best Picture? Let's see.
Slim Pickens.
No idea.
Let's see.
You see Tim Murray's comment?
I think I'm looking at last year's. Yeah. Hold on. I gotta look at 2021, I guess.
Oh, it's phenomenal.
Let's see. The Father, Judas and the Black Messiah, Mank. I know of that movie. Minari, Nomadland, Promising Young Woman. I've heard of that one. The Trial of the Chicago 7 and Sound of Metal. Are any of these, I wonder, streaming first movies? Would that be a first if like a streaming?
Yeah, I think
debut.
Didn't Netflix,
would that be a first?
Netflix show those? Hold on.
I don't know. We feel like we should know more about the Oscars, but we really don't.
We don't.
We're spending too much time fucking watching Iron Eagle and Night of the fucking Comet, y'all. Okay.
True story.
Nothing wrong with that. I mean, I understand why those movies didn't win Oscars, but at the same time, they win Robbies. Okay.
Did you rewatch Night of the Demons yet?
Yeah, last night, bro.
Weird stretch, right?
Bodacious boobies, sis. They keep growing. You're gonna have to pay someone to tie your shoes. Yeah, I'm ready for that weird stretch, bro. I loved that movie. I loved that movie when I was a kid, and I remember now. I forgot that the fucking the razor blade apples is in that movie. I forgot it was that movie, like the ending, which is just out of fucking nowhere, right?
Yeah.
But like, oh my god, have you guys seen Night of the Demons?
No, I don't think so. I thought I did, but I don't think I did.
Delaney would freak the fuck out.
Delaney, you will like that movie. Trust me.
I'm really, it really hurts me that I don't remember watching this movie, but I remember aspects of this movie. But so I have to, I'm weirded out. I don't remember
aspects.
Pieces.
Yeah, aspects. I see what you did there. You did something. You did a bit and you didn't even know.
Was that a Tales from the Crypt movie or am I thinking of something else? I'm thinking of Demon Knight.
Yeah, you are. That's Stephen Knight. Yeah.
What is it?
By the way, Sound of Metal was a Amazon original.
Ooh. With that, if something like that won, I guess that would be the first time, right? I don't know. I haven't paid much attention the last 2 years.
I don't know.
I thought that Nicolas Cage movie was going to get it. Willy's Wonderland or something.
I saw that at the store today. I thought about buying it. And I was like, do I really want to pay $20 for this? I did not buy it, for those wondering.
I was going to watch it. You should have.
I want to watch it. I want to watch it. Dylan said it was good, but that's like not high praise, Well,
I mean,
which one?
Mandy's
what
awesome.
movie?
Nicolas Cage and Willy's
Nicolas Cage.
What movie did you say, Jelani?
I like Mandy. Mandy.
Mandy's
the
nuts are all over your face.
Oh yeah. It's been a year and he walked me into one. Yay. Anyway, yes, Willy's Wonderland. You can also do one with that one.
What movie?
What movie? Willy's Wonderland in your face. No. These nuts in your face. There, I did it. Yay. Bit complete. But yeah, I don't know. I don't have no clue what the Oscar movies are. I don't know if I want to see any of them.
We just said so. We just
the fuck's the Oscar.
Oh, I heard about Mank. Mank's the one about the making of Citizen Kane or whatever by Dave Fincher, right? And apparently that was Netflix. But fuck,
they put Netflix movies,
bro. We literally just said that.
Really?
You watched?
Really? No, I don't care. But
is he lagging?
No, y'all are just doing a bit. Well,
Jelani, you're lagging, bro.
Typically, people's eyes don't move when they're frozen.
Anyway,
I'm doing the bit.
Riveting entertainment.
Anyway,
someone give us a question. Someone give us a question.
Yeah.
How do you like your eggs cooked?
Well, we've already covered that.
We did that. That was a great conversation.
Well, we never asked John. John, how do you prepare your eggs? What's your favorite way to prepare eggs?
I'm a scrambled guy. All the other ways are fuck up.
You child.
It's so easy to make scrambled eggs. Every other way, I will mess up the eggs. They're overcooked. They're undercooked. Somehow they're on fire. I don't know. Scramble is easy.
He's on fire.
Or an omelet, which is basically just a fancy scrambled egg.
Hey, Brooks, are you doing all right? Travis wants to know. He says Mike Zero wanted me to check on you.
I don't know. I think this movie I watched poisoned me. I haven't been feeling so good.
God.
How about the fact that they started filming The Flash and Keaton is 100% in it? How about that? I love me some Keaton, man. Why
do we got to have a movie with 3 Batmen and a movie with 3 Spider-Men?
Because movie. They'll get everybody in the seats. Butts in the seats.
John, do you really want to see Michael Keaton in the Batman suit from 1989 again?
Yes.
Like the way he is right now. Do you want to see him in that suit?
Yes. I think right now, if he had the full suit, I think he'd look the same because you couldn't tell how old he was. His face doesn't look old.
To be Batman Beyond.
Right here, his face
be Batman Beyond Bruce Wayne. I would.
Shit, man.
I could sell that. I could.
No, I may regret this down the road.
Him training Terry would be perfect. I would watch that.
Keaton's my favorite actor, so I'm up for it.
You think Keaton's in the garage right now with some heavy ass ropes, just like
picking up tires,
yeah,
flipping tires, yeah,
with his eyebrows.
Keaton is not working out at all. I guarantee.
And his pursed lips.
I liked him as that one guy from that one movie.
Really?
You're good in that. Gung Ho, Mr. Mom.
You're good in that thing you did.
Multiplicity. He played many of them.
Multiplicity,
in that movie.
Yeah. I really truly forgot what I was trying to say halfway through the sentence, so I just.
He's great as Beetlejuice.
Spider-Man: Homecoming. There we go.
These millennials.
Oh yeah, Vulture. Yeah,
I thought he was very
Yeah.
villainous. I thought he did a really good job in that.
Yeah,
When he
did.
threatened him in the
He
car, dude, he's fucking
Oh,
terrifying.
dude, that is a great moment in the movie.
He's
I will
also
kill you.
terrifying in Pacific Heights. If you have not seen Pacific Heights, he's a great actor. Keaton is amazing.
He does things in movies, but I remember him most in Batman and Beetlejuice.
Yeah, those are pretty iconic roles.
Those are his movies.
Mr. Mom. We watched not too long ago. We watched
Johnny Dangerously.
Dangerously.
I
Yeah.
still love when he's tagging the cats or whatever. He's got the
That's a dumbass movie from the 80s that Brooks liked.
Probably the sound wasn't fucked up when he watched it.
Like, I don't like every movie from the 80s.
Well, then you don't know cinema.
Like, you like this movie from the 80s. Why don't you like this movie from the 80s?
And that was another movie from the 80s that was dumb that he loved that he watched on YouTube.
Bruh.
And it was even sped up. Do you remember that shit, Brooks?
Yeah, I remember it was all and like boxed, wasn't it? Then they
it was just kind of like it's like a tiny little box. But I mean, I can see it well enough.
That didn't
Not the
affect your
ideal way
enjoyment.
to watch it. But
Where
did I watch?
Where's Juju? Where the fuck is Juju?
she's on the couch.
Go get her.
on that beat. What the fuck?
I don't
I'm
tell
trying to
Juju what
remember
to do.
weird
Juju does
bit.
what she feels like.
Oh,
Here's the question, John. What is your favorite Michael Keaton performance?
Ooh. Don't just say Batman.
man.
That's obviously not it. He didn't actually
not
do a
his
good job
kid.
as Batman. Let's be honest.
He was great. Fuck yourself.
He's better than Ben Affleck.
I would say
Way better.
my life is hits you pretty hard. Saying it's
Yeah.
beautifully done. It's very sad. He does a great job in it. He really is a great actor, and he's a lot of great films. So it's hard to pick one film, but I really did like My Life, and it was very, you know what I'm saying, hits you hard.
Yeah.
I like him
What about
in
you,
Birdman.
Jelani?
I like him in Birdman. Birdman.
I agree
Birdman.
there. I'm with Jelani. Birdman's probably my pick.
He is
Yeah,
like
I
he
still
should have
never
won
seen
the Oscar for
Birdman.
that.
I need
It's
to watch it
awesome.
though.
That movie's
Pretty
freaking
good.
awesome.
Well,
And it's
win an Oscar?
done in like one take or something like that.
Did he win an Oscar or did he win Best Picture? He won something.
No,
won
he
Best
didn't win either.
Picture.
He won Best
Oh.
Picture. He didn't win Best Actor because he had the saddest face when he lost it. I was like, oh yeah, you deserve that one, man. I forgot who beat him, but they didn't deserve it. Or it was. They didn't
Iron
deserve
Eagle 4. It'd be
it. Yeah. Louis Gossett Jr.
Hell yeah, that'd be awesome.
Yeah. But yeah.
you think I want to make these fucking Iron Eagle films until I get an Oscar.
What about you, Jay Strick?
Dude, he's great as Jack Frost. He's such a dickweed in that movie.
Jesus.
I mean, probably Birdman or Beetlejuice. Probably.
Yeah.
You know,
Beetlejuice is good.
But Jack Frost is honorable mention.
Okay. What about you, Brooks?
I like
Nobody-
him in that Spider-Man movie.
Yeah.
Does the Vulture?
With the Tom Holland guy.
Yeah.
The good Spider-Man.
He plays the guy with the metal wings and the flight goggles.
Captain America?
yeah.
Captain America.
That's Captain
Dark
America.
Side.
Yes.
That's Dark
That's
Side.
Captain America.
That's Black Falcon. Did you just say making fuck? Alistair. Chappie. Bob.
Too many bits.
Yeah, it's all at once. It just hit me. Sorry, guys. We have a lot of bits that are just names.
Malfunction.
Exert. These nuts weird stretch.
How do you like your eggs?
Weird stretch.
Over hard.
Station.
You're worth it.
We'll just start talking in bits. Like our whole language will just be bits.
Prove it.
It's gonna be like a Brian Azzarello futuristic comic book, man. You won't be able to understand what the fuck people are saying, and it's just gonna be like station, worth it, worth it. Bit. Eggs
bit.
over hard.
Station worth it. Alistair.
Yeah, be Alistair, phenomenal.
Phenomenal.
Slip, got slip. What's a backlog,
slip.
bro? What's a backlog, bro?
What is a backlog, bro?
Ben Affleck sucks. Shalani, what do you think of Ben Affleck?
Asshole, fashionable male. Quote. Gucci.
Cobra Kai never dies.
Mustang, Weezer.
Bodacious booby, sis.
Jesus God.
Anyway.
It's all for you, Damien.
It's all for you. It's all for you.
God dang it.
I just know that Jim Mint's talking to comic historian now. So everybody with us right now, I hope you're not confused by what's going on here tonight.
I think we lost most of our viewers just now. They just bailed.
Oh, it's fine. No.
Did you just say making fuck?
Did he just say making fuck? Jelani's watching y'all.
All y'all.
So Brooks, I got a question for you. What's your favorite Michael Keaton performance?
He already asked him. He said Spider-Man.
He said Spider-Man Homecoming.
Are you okay, dude? Is this a bit?
Is this even real?
Are we real?
I was trying to ask him a question, and I was like,
"Fuck! Am I in a time machine? Am I traveling backwards in time?"
No, you're fine. Check this out. Brooks, what'd you think of Iron Eagle?
Wow.
It was good.
Dude, when you first started out, by the way,
an entirely different review.
When Brooks first started out, because he does that fucking bit so much where he's like, it was okay. No, I'm just kidding. I loved it, right? And when he's like, this movie sucks, we all just were like,
this is why I knew I had to clarify.
We were waiting. We were waiting for you to be like, nah, it's all right.
Yeah, I like how you had to specify that it wasn't a bit.
It's like, I'm being serious, guys. I thought this movie sucked.
Guys, you ever just feel like you can't quite trust the government, and so you gotta hijack a plane on your own with an Air Force Reserve colonel and just go to I don't know, Libya or wherever the fuck it was, and just kick some ass for America?
Like every day, bro.
Just 2 planes against the country.
The only
you just lost an oil field, buddy.
God.
The only fucking thing that movie was missing is the sax man.
We have Bearded Comic Bro here. Station.
He should have been in the back of the villain's plane, have sexy sex guy.
We also have Jennifer, Comic Bro.
Player, I'll hang you.
Station.
Hey, Station.
Someone throw their links out there. Sub up. Two great. You know, we should ask. Bearded Comic Bro does a cooking show, comic book oriented cooking show on his channel. Bearded, if you're still here, how do you prepare your eggs in the morning? It's the bit. Everybody wants to know how everybody prepares their eggs in the morning. So if you're there, everybody answer. Give us some content before we get to show and tell. We're stretching hard. We took those 2 weeks off of PCP movie night, and it's never been the same. Brooks is hating movies now, thinking critically all of a sudden. This dude has given the worst fucking movies 3 ya digs, okay? I have never. This has got to be the lowest.
This is the lowest I've ever given a movie. I think I've gone below 2.
Yeah, it's true.
Brooks was so offended by this.
It's true.
It's like the past. Was it the last one we did too? Was it TCM where he was like, I just put myself in the position and I just couldn't see it happening that way.
Yeah, you didn't really like Texas Chainsaw Massacre that much.
Yeah.
You changed, man.
You've changed, Brooks.
You used to be cool, man.
Have you been eating your carrots?
No, I need to.
That's why your eyesight's going to get poor.
Who are you?
It's
what
not
are
a phase,
you doing
Mom.
with your life?
Why, Gamora?
Damrock is the turtle's name. You mispronounced it.
Something, Ultraman. Bit. Something, physical media. We need it. We need more.
J-Strick, by the way, you just seem like you have not been very energetic tonight. So I appreciate you being here.
I'm gassed, bro. I'm excited to be here with y'all, though.
Yeah, are you excited
like
for
a dripping his arm off camera?
You You excited for Dylan's horror show tomorrow with Bueller and
It's
me?
It's gonna be
and
a
Dylan?
weird stretch.
You know it, brother.
I expect nothing less.
Yeah. Out of the 3 movies, what was your favorite? You want to let us know a little inside information?
Yeah. I mean, it's probably not. It's probably Night of the Demon. I really like all 3 of them, like a lot. You know, I kind of dogged Night of the Comets, but I think I really like that movie. I'm gonna order it, but probably Night of the Demons. Shit's wild. If y'all haven't seen that, you need to watch it.
It's a wild one.
It is weird.
Hey, I heard you like the wild one. I just had to throw that in there for fun.
So don't forget that next week we're doing Mallrats on PCP Movie Night. It'll be there's going to be a lot of us next week, but it's going to be fun because we're going to be joined by Joe Corallo, who's got his upcoming book Beckstar out May 5th. You definitely want to check that one out. So I'm excited for Mallrats. You guys excited? John, you're going to be there, right?
Favorite Kevin Smith movie.
John, you're doing Mallrats, right?
I don't know.
It's got Weezer in it. Suzanne.
That's like one of your favorite movies of all time.
I do like that. I have it on Blu-ray.
Do you got the Arrow? Do you got the Arrow edition?
I don't have the Arrow.
Bruh.
It's got the special features.
Probably will be on it.
I need to watch the special features again. I need to watch the part with the
too busy building your death ray that night or something. Jeez, this fucking guy.
What was it? The reason why, like, his dad, the dad hates him. I forgot was like that's like a part of the movie. I gotta watch.
Yeah,
there's
like the unrated cut that has like
that's what I want to see.
Minutes of the movie.
Yeah. That's what I want.
Someone get Fable out of here. Someone get Fable out of here.
That's the only one I've seen of those 3.
You can't eject him with your power.
I mean, that's probably true, Robbie.
Hey, we got Samantha in here too. We got the whole Comic Talk Live crew.
What's
up?
Here.
Hell yeah!
How's it going?
Station.
Hey, how are you? Mike wanted me to check on you. Hey, how are you?
Mike wanted me to check on you. That actually works really well. Travis says, everyone, brother Joe is Bobby De La Ghetto's brother and is new to the chats. Let's give brother Joe a hearty station.
Brother.
Welcome. I'm also watching you.
Jamie says, Night of the Comet was so much eye candy.
Yeah.
Jamie, calm down. There's no Jennifer Tilly in it.
Anyway. I like all 3 of them. It's tough to pick a favorite. They're all 3 so different.
They are very, very,
like,
very, very.
They're
very
so different, and they're all really good at what they do.
Is it the same director? What's the?
No, they're all Night of the something. No, they're just 3 different movies.
Zombie Tide. Yeah.
Which one, John? Did we skip?
Night of the. Is it Leapers? The one with the giant rabbits.
The rabbit movie.
I've never seen that, man.
You've never seen it with the giant killer rabbits?
Yeah, fucking.
It's just close up models. It's close up models, and it's got DeForest Kelly in it. But it's like real rabbits. It's got real rabbits. Yeah, Bones is in this. Yeah,
it's about fucking killer rabbits, bro.
I've seen Bones. Snoop Dogg.
I thought you were talking about the show with David Boreanaz. Yeah, there's more Night of the movies, obviously, but those are the big 3 in the 80s that were like, kind of back to back. Like,
I dare you to name a better giant rabbit movie.
There isn't one.
Well, there's a giant rabbit in Monty Python and the Holy Grail.
That's a regular size.
That is a better.
There is a giant rabbit in a Harvey.
That is a better rabbit.
It's the wooden rabbit.
Ever fight a rabbit?
The big wooden rabbit. I don't think Godzilla ever fought a rabbit. He fought a moth. He fought a armadillo.
He fought a Gamora.
I don't think he ever fought Gamera.
He never fought Gamera.
That was a different company.
It was?
You just really offended John, man.
I'm sorry, I ruined your kaiju love. My bad.
And you want to be my latex salesman.
I'm just going to say this, yo. I really like Night of the Comet. I think Night of the Comet is underappreciated.
That's the only one I've seen of those 3, and I like it's my favorite of those 3.
After you watch them, I think your favorite of the 3 will be Night of the Creeps, bro.
1.5.
Yeah. Thrill me.
I don't know, bro. It's going to be hard to pick.
I really haven't seen the other one, so
Demons has the best kills.
Oh yes.
There's no way it's better than Night
I
of
gotta
the
watch the
Lepus.
other two.
Is it
Demon
Lepus?
Night of the
What's it called?
Because that's the rabbit name, isn't it? The Latin root word for rabbit.
They're giant rabbits.
Yeah, they're
It's
giant
terrifying.
rabbits.
Well,
No, it's not. It's freaking up close real rabbits and models.
us Italians call it rabbi, but yeah.
And they're so goddamn passive in the movie.
Travis wants to know if we would ever do a review of The Langoliers on Dylan's horror show. Like, let me tell you, dude, Dylan will totally review that movie.
I don't think there's anything he would not review.
Especially any Stephen King adaptation.
Yeah, any horror, anything, yeah.
I may not be there that week, though. Just saying.
Yeah. I have a doctor's appointment that Saturday night.
It came out right after the stand, and I wanted nothing to do with it. I was like, this isn't right.
Hey, God Tank's in the house said he watched Mortal Kombat. It was pretty dope. All right, Station.
Okay.
I think people are just expecting more of the story.
I'm watching it tonight.
It's part of a trilogy, so it could be that.
Are you watching Mortal Kombat for the plot?
Here's the thing.
I feel like you're not.
I want Mortal Kombat to have the same level of story that Bloodsport has. Okay?
Yeah.
When it comes to that's what I want. I want that level of story.
It is awesome.
But it ain't gonna have near as good of music though as
Gotta
Bloodsport.
get the Kumite, baby.
Oh, come on, man. Bloodsport. Oh,
shit.
I heard Mortal Kombat has a great soundtrack, but Brooks is going to watch it on YouTube with the sound muted.
The fuck's the sound?
He's going to plan the fucking movie.
So you didn't hear Proud Mary. You didn't hear Queen. You didn't hear anything. That sucks. Yeah,
I heard a copyright issue. I think it's the music.
Well, no, yeah, that's
surely,
it's YouTube. They probably just
they
took it out from
yeah.
YouTube.
There was some bootleg on, not like a rental or something on YouTube. Okay,
yeah, you get sued for that stuff.
So you missed out. Then it really adds a lot to the film. Wow,
that's what I'm saying.
It's Kano, God Tank. It's Kano, right?
Kanto, the comic book,
not Kato, the show, the store.
Oh, bro, I'm totally down to do Maximum Overdrive.
Yeah, we need to do Maximum Overdrive. Can I? Whenever y'all do it, let me know because I love that movie.
Hell yeah, man.
I love some Green Hornet. I'd watch some Green Hornet.
Wait, Seth Rogen Green Hornet pass?
I don't really. That one's okay, but it's too fucking long. We've been talking about this. Here's a question before we get to show and tell: are movies too long in general? Like comedies, some horror movies. Some movies are supposed to be 2+ hours long, right? But not every movie is. Our movies in general, like not your big epics, but our movies in general, like your average movie, too long nowadays. Hammer Time Holshoe.
No. I there occasionally I'll see a movie and I say, man, if they cut out this part that wasn't relevant, there's definitely movies I enjoy. And I gave them shit and went back and watched them. But there's a part of them I'm not going to throw fucking rocks or whatever the term is.
Stones, maybe?
What's the Star Wars one that had the two different stories? Is it The Last Jedi?
Last Jedi,
one?
right?
Yeah.
Where they go to the casino planet?
Yeah, that was like two different stories that didn't seem relevant. Visually, the movie's good, and I enjoyed a lot more on the rewatch.
That destroyed Star Wars. Yes,
I enjoyed it. Going back when you watched it, I enjoyed it a lot more. Visually, it's fantastic. Visually, it's just phenomenal. Anyway,
phenomenal.
There are definitely movies I've seen before. I walked away, be like, oh well, if they cut out this whole part. But I also watch a lot of kaiju, and most of those stories don't make any fucking sense.
Yeah, they're like Iron Eagle.
Yeah, if you cut those apart, there wouldn't be any movie. You know what I'm saying? You were talking about how long and how boring Godzilla versus Kong was.
Yeah.
And the story is just kind of lame, but I enjoyed the fight between them. And I really enjoyed Kong. I thought they humanized him and you feel bad for him because I rooted for Godzilla, but I felt bad for Kong.
Put all that together, you got a 40-minute movie.
Yeah, overall, cool. It's not.
I want you to be like, I applaud that they made that movie only 40 minutes because that's all they had to do.
I love kaiju movies, but I have a different expectation for kaiju movies than I say for Godfather. That's a lot.
I don't. I'm ready for the Godfather kaiju film. We already have it. It's Gojira. Let's go, Jiro.
Go, Jiro.
Let's go, Jiro.
That's true.
Delaney, are movies too long today?
Yes, exceptionally. Jesus Christ.
Except for Justice League. Delaney said Justice League is the perfect length.
God damn it. It is the best length ever for trash to go into the trash pile. Yes. It's just sometimes you can tell me a beginning, middle, and end and quick bites. There are stories that are done really well when you could just give me a gist of what's happening. Or you give me a gist of what's happening and then have like lines of dialogue that can tell me what may have happened. Sometimes I like to see it. I know show don't tell is like a big thing, but at the same time, I mean, tell me a little bit, give me an idea of what you're doing, and then tell me my story, and then get to it in like a 2-hour time frame or less. Get to it. And some movies, if you're gonna do like a trilogy of movies, get me 2 hours each movie. You know, give me my bites, give me what I need to do. And if there's stuff at the end, like most Marvel movies, you give me my payoff. So, yeah, I think they need to be a lot shorter. People are doing the longer movies now because Titanic was huge, and it was 3 hours long. So they're like, yeah, we need Oscar movies in 3 hours.
Everybody wants to. But the problem with me, when I felt like this shift started in the early to mid 2000s when, like, the Judd Apatow wave of comedies came out. Where you had these dramedies that were like really kind of elongated, I think.
Funny people.
I want to address some people in the chat, though. 62 Lefty Blue says, imagine if you guys watched Once Upon a Time in America or Once Upon a Time in the West. Now, here's the thing.
Once Upon a Time in the West is dope.
Both great movies.
Once Upon a Time in America is okay.
It's uneven.
It's uneven.
But
so we have watched the films. Here's the thing. We're talking about the difference between like a comedy or a horror film, right?
Yeah.
Like that tries to be like two hours and 15, or like a superhero movie that's like, now some superhero movies need to be that 2.5 hours, but do we need a 4-hour Justice League? No, we should have just got a nice 2.5 hour version, right? But yeah, just talking in general, to me, it's mostly movies that are like, Fable got it though. Fable says the 80s got movie link just about right because the Gandhis were longer. Right, but your Night of the Creeps, your Night of the Demons, your Night of the Comets, your Reanimators, your Lost Boys.
Less.
They're like an hour 20, hour 30.
Yeah. They're right there. Bam.
Easy.
You guys think Seven Samurai was too long?
No,
it's perfect. This movie's perfect.
Now, maybe the first time I watched it in the theater, I could have had a bad experience. You know what I'm saying?
You need a break.
You need a piss jug.
Yeah,
you need a break, but it's still good.
There's a difference. Some movies, every movie has a time that it earns, and some movies I think overextend that time. What do you think, Jay Strick?
Yeah, I was actually going to say what Fable highlighted. I think the 80s captured it perfectly, man. That sweet spot for me is an hour. I love that if I could watch a bunch of movies in that hour to hour 20, hour 30 mark, so you can knock them. Like, dude, like I was just looking it up. Ant-Man's an hour and 57 minutes. Like, what the fuck?
Ant-Man.
Like no, like that isn't. And I get it. Like Civil War, it needed to be longer because it's Civil War.
It's awesome.
It's things like that. Like, I think movies are too long for sure, man. Like,
I think they're definitely too long to have this over-occurring problem that we keep mentioning every time we talk about newer films. The third act problem, right?
Yeah.
like. There's a problem with and we spend way too much time in the middle of the movie sometimes, and like we try to slow it down. Like you ain't making a show. I think that's why Marvel's excelling at making the shows because they kind of they can understand the pacing of that a little bit better. You know what I'm saying? What about you, Brooks? Are movies too long nowadays?
Yeah, I think a lot of them are. I think a lot of it has to do with like kind of the franchise thing. You know, you got it like. Filmmakers feel like they gotta do world building and like add a bunch of unnecessary stuff in the movie sometimes to flesh out the universe in case they do sequels or something like that.
Yeah, right.
But that's I don't think a lot of time it's that bad. But I mean, I do kind of wish sometimes that we could just get a short and sweet hour and a half movie instead of a more bloated like 2-hour movie. There's a lot of stuff that you don't care about,
And a good night
that wrecks the pace. Sometimes.
And on a good night with an hour and a half movie, you can do a double feature.
Yeah. Exactly.
You know?
Yes.
You want to have
I
quick
miss
bites,
that,
man.
Double features, bro.
You don't have that anymore. Yeah.
You watch
really
two Rockies or one Lord of the Rings?
62 says, you guys need to review Into the Night. 1985 has Michelle Pfeiffer, Jeff Goldblum, and even David Bowie, John Landis film. I've never even heard of this film. You guys seen this film?
Into the Night?
No.
How? I mean, yeah.
It's got David Bowie in it. I'm watching the shit
It's
out
a
of it.
John Landis
film. Yeah.
Landis.
Sold the Bowie.
Thriller, man.
Yeah.
He did Thriller.
He did Thriller.
He was there.
He did Thriller.
Yeah.
All right. Time for show and tell. I don't have too much, so show and tell. Rockin' Robbie, you're up. All right. Show us what you've got. Right.
Show me what you. Hey, nice Freddy, man.
Where? Oh yeah, dope. Yeah, I got like pizza face Chucky right there, and I got a Savage World Freddy.
Is that a Spawn number one?
I got a dark side superpowers that my girlfriend bought me, and then I got the that's a Spawn number 1 newsstand edition, brother.
Ooh, big money over here.
Woo.
Got some new movies I want to show off. Got the Mallrats. John, you'll love this Arrow edition. It's 2 discs. It's got the theatrical cut. It's got the extended cut. And it's got a newly put together, refreshed, made for TV cut with the dubbing that they did.
Wow.
It's got so many.
Disc that had Iron Eagle 3 on it. Is that true?
It's got Iron Eagle 5 by Kevin Smith, bro.
The Kevin Smith.
And it's got the slip.
Oh, the slip is beautiful too. That's one of the most pristine slips I've ever gotten. And it's got the reversible cover, which of course is that beautiful. Wait, got to take out the disc.
Poster.
Dude, it's got the TV cut of the movie. How cool is that?
Yeah.
Right? But it's got
awesome.
the comic book cover right there.
I like that.
So
man.
super cool.
I'll pick it up because I have it on blue, but I don't have that version, so I need to pick it up.
This is the definitive version.
It'd be a good birthday present. My birthday is Sunday.
It's pretty freaking soon, actually.
It's not a Criterion.
So I thought about getting this one earlier, like last month. I thought about getting it because it was kind of cheap on Amazon. I was at Walmart today. Weird stretching at Walmart, because that's what you do. Weird stretching at Walmart. Sounds like a video series we should do. And I saw something and I was like, they have a Veteran series, collector series, Blu-ray with the slip. So I got Little Monsters. This was less than $10.
Wow, Fred Savage.
Yeah, less than $10.
I love that movie, man.
Oh, bro, you think that's a weird stretch? So I got a Scream Factory box set in this week, and it's the Poison Ivy collection.
Oh, wow. I love 3.
All 4 films, because apparently there are 4. I didn't realize that. I knew of the 3, but it's all on Blu-ray.
I like 2 too.
How many
2 is great.
In?
2 is got
the first 2 letters of Ivy are 4.
And if you don't remember Poison Ivy, let's just say it's a franchise that was worthy of as going as far as Iron Eagle did. 2 is my favorite. 2's my favorite.
2 is awesome. That's got what's her name? Alyssa Milano.
Oh, does it? Anyway, oatmeal cream pie cereal. I bought this today.
Oh,
I haven't tried that yet.
Are you gonna get the new Ghostbuster cereal? I want you to review that.
I also got the cinnamon roll frosted mini wheats, which I haven't tried yet. I bet those are really good, delicious.
You have not shown the cereal in a while.
Here's the best pickup of the week. This retro ass box of Crunch Berries.
Oh my god, that's awesome!
Oh, wow,
that is dope.
Look at that, beautiful. And how many hidden berries can you find? By the way, this is really easy. Like, do they think kids are stupid? Anyway, that's what I got for show and tell. So next up, show and tell. Hammer time, whole shoe. Show us what you've got.
Let's see. I was on a kaiju kick. Now I'm on a Gundam kick. So I picked up some Gundam blues. So here's the. Let's see here. I've got the first disc of the original series from the 70s, 79, and the second disc. So that's the first series.
Nice.
And here's the thing. So this came out in 79. I want you to compare this to something like Filmation, who did, Super Friends, Master Universe and stuff. And this animation blows that shit away, and it came out in 79.
It really does.
And it deals obviously more serious stuff, too, because it deals with the travesty and the horrors of war and everything. So I've seen a lot of Gundam, but I've kind of avoided the Universal Century timeline because I've never seen the original. So I figured, let me get into that. So I watched Origin first. And now, and I don't have that on Blu-ray. I watched it on, it's on Hulu. So now I'm watching this, and I also picked up War in the Pocket, which is if you haven't seen this one, this takes place in the same timeline, but it's basically from a point of view of a little kid and him witnessing the horrors of war. So Gundam definitely doesn't shy away from the fact that there's giant robots fighting, but war itself is terrible and horrific. You know what I'm saying? Impactful. And I really love the Gundam series. And to go with that, I had some hobby grade, or is it high grade? I guess it's high grade Gundams I had built. I figured it's time to step it up. So I got that 3.0 MG.
Wow.
Of the original, the RX 78-2. Nice. So this is the 3.0 that just came out. There it is. Relatively recently. I wouldn't say just came out, but the more recent, more articulation, and it's a big boy when it's put together in a lot of detail. And that's probably my favorite. As much as I love a lot of the other series, and Gundam 00 is probably my favorite series, the original Gundam design is just from the 70s, dude. How amazing is that design? So I'm excited to put that together.
It's awesome.
It's a freaking Gundam.
It's gonna be a big boy.
I gotta see that,
young man.
I gotta see that.
Nice. Man. Maybe you should let me borrow one of those Gundam things one day and let me check it out and see what all the fuss is about. Yeah.
Love some Gundam. Do you have Hulu? Because a lot of it's on Hulu.
I do have Hulu.
My favorite series is 00, and that's on Hulu, and it's a standalone series.
00 is awesome. 00 is awesome.
Gorgeous.
But I'll never buy a Gundam. I can't get into it. I can't get into it.
Phenomenal.
It is phenomenal.
Does it have Queen on it? Is it as good as the Iron Eagle soundtrack?
Well, ask Brooks.
I've only seen Gundam Wing.
That was more of a joke because you didn't hear the soundtrack. Yeah, okay.
He just heard his name and just went.
00 is a great standalone. It's a great standalone story. It's got a great soundtrack, and it was the first HD Gundam. So visually, it holds up really well. And of course, it's Sunrise.
It's kind of like Shinkager being the first HD Super Sentai. It's a big deal.
Yeah, it is a big deal.
Zoo Ranger.
No, Shinkager.
Zoo Ranger.
Samurai Sentai Shinkager.
Zoo Ranger.
Really good, by the way. I see it right there. I don't want to sell my Zords, y'all. Anyway, John, when are you doing the Monster Movie Mayhem thing again?
I don't know.
I don't know what that is.
There was a downvote when I asked people if I should do it.
Oh, one person downvoted, so you're like, never mind.
That's enough for me.
All right, speaking of enough for me, Jay Strick, show and tell. You're up.
Delaney, what are those mints? They're like chocolate mints. You get like Olive Garden, you know what I'm talking about?
Andy's nuts.
No, just I have these Andy's mints. I was looking at these.
Jay Strick, you was gonna slap them mints in my face. What's wrong with you, man?
I'm Jay Strick, and I'm so slick. I got a Michael Myers in my street. Hey.
Oh, you found it. Cool.
Nice.
I got a Michael.
Did you get him on eBay?
I still need a Leatherface.
Brooks understands this now. Halloween Resurrection. He's seen it.
Those were in Target.
Yeah, nice card, bro. I hope you open that because nice card. How much you pay for that busted ass card?
Bruh, the figure is fine. I don't care what the card comes like.
How much you pay for that?
$20.
Why does he not have a footprint on his face from Busta Rhymes?
Calm down.
It's weird. Why?
That's nice, Jay Strick. That's nice, Jay Strick.
I don't have a lot to show off, so this is my last thing. I don't have a Poison Ivy bot set. I'm not that cool. I guess I watch like real cinema, so I got the Criterion.
Nice.
The Breakfast Club. So
don't you forget about
the Breakfast Club.
It's this movie about this kid whose dad is lost at sea, and he has to get a fighter plane to save him, essentially. So you definitely check it out.
It's a good movie. Yeah.
Nice. All right, show and tell. Brooks, you're up. Show us what you've got.
Oh boy.
Fuck's the Brooks.
Picked this guy up from Walmart the other day. It's a Godzilla.
Gojira.
And he has like
nice. Oh, he makes noise too. Nice.
And he lights up.
You just sold Jelani. He's gonna go buy one now.
Oh my god.
How much was that? In case
I didn't know you made that. I didn't know they made that.
Yeah, it's from the new movie, Congress Godzilla.
Oh, I'm about that life.
Dude, those goddamn toys spoiled the fucking Mechazilla.
Yeah,
and the Mechazilla design. Mechazilla looks like shit.
Bro, it's got toy soldier.
You can eat. I could throw those in my T-Rex's mouth. Cool.
How many T-Rexes you got now, Jelani?
Just 2. Oh, well, we'll talk about that.
You got the third. I was about to say, yeah.
We'll talk about that.
I'm worried about Jelani.
You got too many T-Rexes.
I picked this movie the other day.
Tombstone.
Nice,
bruh. Is that a DVD?
That's a great movie.
What year is it?
Brooks will literally watch a VHS.
If I see a movie on DVD for $5,
I think you can get the Blu-ray for $5, bruh.
I got the one that was there. It has the movie on it.
I'm just messing with you, man.
Yeah, 480p's for peasants.
And the last thing I got my book. Like I picked
nice.
This up,
Hey, I understand this reference.
It's got both of the books in it.
We just got demonetized for the swastika. Thank you.
Did we really?
No, I'm just joking. It's a bit.
Okay, I was like,
that was impactful on me as a kid, man, reading that, because I think I used to understand the travesties of World War II.
Yeah.
In history class when I was a kid, like you can't really soak it in, but when I read that, it really hit home. It was just
sad.
It's amazing work, man. Amazing work.
Did it win the Eisner Award? Yeah, it won. It won the Pulitzer Prize.
It won the Pulitzer.
It did. It's
true. By the way, that same artist did a bunch of the Garbage Pail Kids.
Yeah, Art Spiegelman.
Yeah, Art Spiegelman. Garbage Pail. Like, what a weird stretch.
Did a lot of New Yorker covers too that are very famous. Did the 9/11 New Yorker cover.
Yeah, Art Spiegelman.
Right? Yeah, he did the 9/11 one, I'm pretty sure.
Amazing.
And as 62 says, his mouse has a slip, bro, because Fable said Brooks don't give a slip, but he's got that slip on that mouse.
Yeah.
No, I'm not trying to stretch on your DVD, dude. You see that for $5, you buy it, man. You watch it. You know what I'm saying? Tombstone's great. Yeah, you called down the thunder. Well, now you've got it. Chappie! Dude, first of all, is that movie good?
Tombstone?
Let's be honest. Yeah, it's good.
Tombstone's fucking awesome, bro.
When we're gonna have a Western Wednesday.
How do you go?
If I had the soundtrack from Iron Eagle, it'd be a better.
It would be a better film with the soundtrack to Iron Eagle.
Yeah, it would.
I honestly think that. I really, really do.
Doc Holliday's only really badass when he puts his tape in and can listen to his music.
Hey, look, it's Chelsea. She says, me, James, and Parker say hi, and we miss all you guys. Station. We miss y'all.
We miss you too.
We miss y'all.
Station.
We miss y'all. Station.
Yeah, good times.
Station.
Aloha.
Yeah.
Station. Jay Strick's like, I don't know who the fuck these people are.
Konnichiwa.
Station.
Domo.
Anyway, all right.
There got
you got show and tell, Jelani? Are your toys over hard?
God dang it! Why are you messing with a man ain't here?
Show us what you got.
You gonna get it? You gonna get it? All right. Speaking of T-Rexes, I have 3 T-Rexes now. I got a Megatron.
That's the Megatron, bro. I got that still in box. That's awesome. I'm ready to open it.
I'm so excited that he's like an actual T-Rex, even though it's kind of joiny and stuff. But man, he's massive. And to go with him,
he's mega, bro. He's not massive.
He is mega. I also got Optimus Primal.
Yeah, metal.
Yeah. So, and he's got his like freaking swords and stuff. But I love this figure as it is beast mode, and they get to fight as Emminers. They get to fight as Emminers. He's punching him in his mouth. It's good times. So I like smashing, apes and T-Rexes together.
Wait, you like smashing apes and T-Rexes? What'd you just say?
Yeah.
There's Juju.
There's Juju. Hi, Juju.
Only reason I get on this goddamn show is to see Juju.
Good job. So, like, the next thing I got was kind of weird because I bought it same time I bought Megatron. I saw it and I was like, I'll try it out because I saw a review of it. And I was like, it's a better design than the original. And I was like, it's a better design than the original, but it's tiny. So I got the core version of Starscream.
Oh, I love Starscream.
He has a better transformation than the Earthrise version, apparently. And I was like, yeah, you're right. It is. It transforms so quickly, but I'm not going to do that now because I don't transform shit.
Well, it doesn't look as good or as detailed, but it looks more classic.
Yeah, it does. It looks like classic Starscream.
Which one was the Macros one that was rebadged?
That's Jetfire.
That's Jetfire.
That's Jetfire. Thank you. I get those two confused. Starscream
Starscream is the one of the Seekers, so they just redid that one over and over. But I'm obsessed with collecting those Seekers from the new line, so I have like 5 of them right now.
Dude, Starscream is pretty awesome, man.
There's the regular Starscream version of it.
Yeah.
And then this is the...
When it blows up, do you see a missile hit it, or does it just explode?
It just explodes. But it's got no ray guns, so they don't have missiles. They pew-pew. They pew-pew. They don't... And then another pickup from the store. I got my Joes. I got my Flint and my Lady J.
That's when the show got good, bruh. I told you that when you picked them up, man.
Yeah, you did. But I mean, they're all right.
The show got good.
And I can put a little blaster
Nobody
fire.
can tell me different. Iron Eagle was the inspiration for Guardians of the Galaxy, Rambo 2, and some other movie that I can't remember right now because it was a weird stretch as well. But G.I. Joe, the animated series, only gets good when Lady J and Flint show up. And they keep Snake Eyes, though.
Yeah, he's awesome. They're all awesome.
I heard that the animated series was the inspiration for Passion of the Christ, the film.
Yeah,
it was.
Sure. This is the murder. But Lady J's cool because she comes with 2. She has like hair. And then you put other... Yeah, she's got other hair that you put on the top. I guess the hair that came with her in the hat. Of course, I'm going to have her in the hat.
Prove it. Prove it. Where's her other hair?
I don't know. The hair somewhere else. I don't know. I feel like looking for it. But it's over there somewhere.
The optics.
But
Delaney denies the prove it. My new boss.
Yep. Rebuff the prove it. Fine. No, I'm not getting up. Anyway, and I put the little fire piece. I put the little fire piece in the shotgun. I like that. That's pretty cool. I like.
It's
Flint.
a bit small, I think.
It should be a shotgun blast.
Yeah, it could be richer. Could be a little bit deeper and darker.
It could be darker. It could be like John's wall. Yeah.
I think these.
And then next, oh yeah, I'll go with this. Today I got these from the Target, but I haven't opened them yet. First is the Gorilla Grodd.
Oh, cool.
I like the Gorilla Grodd.
Nice bit, bro.
I like him a lot.
Dude, that's dope.
Yeah, it is. It's fairly clean and huge. Yeah.
It's McFarlane.
Oh, big.
And then
that's just a Cygor figure that he repurposed.
Shoot, yeah. I'll get a Cygor. And then I also got
Nice. You were looking for that, bro.
Yes,
you got it.
Super excited when I found this.
Dude, fucking Station. You were wanting that, man. That was on your shit. Everybody stationed Jelani for fucking picking up a whale.
This I didn't think I would find because it's Target. So I never thought I'd get it. So I'm totally open to this tonight. This is mine. So very excited. And then,
remember that time Jelani ate canned meat? Yeah, that like by the way, I don't think you can ever top your last show and tell.
I know that. The next thing I got randomly is this Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles box set. This is a Shredder NECA figure box set. It comes with a whole bunch of fun stuff. I will open it for you and see what it is.
Show me.
Too bad the shirt. Too bad the shirt is a child's.
It's a child shirt. Yes,
child's medium.
It's a large. This one's a large.
Oh, a child's large.
They have a different.
Put it on your.
But it comes with.
Dude, look at that figure. That's gorgeous.
That's a nice figure.
This one looks better than when it came out. Yeah.
Where the hell is that from? That's cool.
Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, man. The TV show.
No, I'm saying the box.
It's NECA. I don't know.
It's NECA, bro.
It's a Walmart exclusive NECA figure. I don't know.
Oh, it's Walmart exclusive.
Wow.
That's what I was asking, man. Why are you stretching on me?
It comes with like the keychain for Bebop and Rocksteady.
Bruh.
It comes with a magnet, a pizza magnet.
Oh, dude, I'll give you $5 for that.
Okay, so
I'm just kidding.
But but it's separate pizzas. It's separate pizzas. You can break it up.
Oh, I'll give you $250.
Oh, it goes lower.
Not half.
Robbie's like, damn. Robbie's like, damn. Called me on my bluff.
They're
it
broken.
comes with a crane beanie.
Nice.
Beanie.
That's dope as hell.
How
much is that? How much is that box set, bro?
This was like 50. I think it's 50.
Dude, that is worth it, man.
And
I think that had
the t-shirt. The t-shirt is a large. This one's a large.
Dude, that's a dope ass shirt, man.
Yeah.
You can crop it and make it like an 80s crop top kind of thing, you know?
Yeah, I like it.
Just make a bandana out of it, man.
My fat ass won't fit in it.
Make a patch. Yeah, cut it up and make it a patch on a blue jean jacket.
What you know about blue jean jacket?
That'd be cool. But then finally, my last one. Wasn't
the grand finale, bro?
No,
yeah, you bought the whole store.
My friend, my friends at my another comic book shop had a viewing, and they got me this for to view on here. A guy called Stephen Constantino. He was the guy that played the Grimorian Guard in Return of the Jedi. The Black Series figure that came out. I got him to sign my Grimorian Guard.
Oh, nice.
And nice. I have had this Grimorian Guard for a while. Then I sold it, and then I bought it back, and then I got it signed again. And I got it signed at the same time. He's pretty cool, man. And I like this figure a lot, and I'll never open it. Of course, now I'll never open it. But this is my first actual signed figure I've had since my Buffy figures that I got signed by what's his name, the sculptor. I can't remember his name. But yeah, that's all I got.
That shredder shit's badass, bro. I want that. Man. I want one of those, man.
Yeah, I'm glad I found it. It was only one.
I want that Krang beanie. Did he just say making fuck?
Berserker?
Alistair, Bit, Bob.
Berserker, Olaf, girls think sexy.
All right, that's the end of the show. So it's time for the final thoughts. Hammer time, Holshoe, final thoughts.
I really think maybe the F-16 is the most underrated aircraft in the U.S. Air Force. I don't think it's underrated. There's tons of them. I don't really have final thought, man, about the movie. It's a movie. I don't know. I think
it doesn't have to be about the movie, bro.
Oh, in that case, I just want to holler about how I think Brooks is a little bitch for underrating the movie. I think it's the music. First off, the music. He's missing the music. I think he needs to
I thought he was gonna be like Brooks. I thought he was gonna be like Brooks, you mad cute, but he went the whole other route.
I thought he was gonna be like Brooks is an alien, but no, I love this. Keep going, John.
I think if you heard it with the music, he would feel differently. And I think me and Juju were both disappointed in you, Brooks.
Wow.
We're both gonna crap in your bed tonight.
Chilani, final thoughts.
Chappie's the shit. Get your acts together, and if you're ever on an Air Force base, apparently you can get a jet. So if you want to fly a jet,
not that hard. Apparently,
it's not hard at all to get one. So get on to it, guys. Live your dreams. Live your dreams.
Final thoughts, Jay Strick.
Bruh, there's a lot going on in the world. You know, maybe you missed out on that Batman Fortnite cover. Maybe you didn't get the toy you wanted this week. Maybe you cooked your eggs too long and they were too hard.
They were
too hard. But you know, my man Mike, he texted me and he wanted me to check on y'all and ask you if you're okay and how are you doing? How was your day?
Nice. Brooks, final thoughts.
Weird stretch, station, prove it.
Brooks finally embraces the bits. My final thoughts are this. Join us tomorrow night on Dylan's Horror Show for Night of the Horror Show. We're celebrating Dylan because it's his birthday. Me, Jay Strick, me, Jay Slip, Bueller, and Dylan talking about Night of the Comet, Night of the Creeps, Thrill Me, Night of the Demons. So my final thoughts are these. Bodacious boobies, sis. If they keep growing, you're going to have to pay someone to tie your shoes.